Hey guys, this is your time period 3 test review for tomorrow. Uh, your test is made up of 21 multiple choice questions from these topics from below, from the Stamp Act all the way down to the Kentucky Resolution. And then it's made up of one SAQ, and the SAQ is going to be covering the American Revolution and really gets into the Patriots and the Loyalists. You should be able to, you'll need to know who both those groups were for your short answer question. Okay? Now, the topics to study, the Stamp Act. First off, I would tell you for these 7 to make sure you go through and be able to know what they are about. And know the theme, know the idea, know what the events were taking place that all around this topic. So, for instance, the Stamp Act Congress of 1765, this is dealing with the resolutions of that and how the king had expressed respect for the Stamp Act Congress, how the Stamp Act placed the colonies a tax that was very direct, and the whole idea of no taxation without representation. Where did the idea of taxing come from by the king, and what the reasons were for them wanting to tax the colonies? So make sure you just understand what the Stamp Act was, the purpose, how it got started, and a little background information, and you'll be good to go there. For Washington's farewell address, oops, what do we do there? Washington's farewell address, number 2. Okay. You're going to have a good 10-line reading from Washington's farewell address. You're going to talk about what his main goals were, how he was very much against sectionalism. He was very much against the idea of political parties. He believed that it was very important for the United States to avoid international conflict. He wanted the United States to work on the United States. Don't worry about what other people are saying abroad about them. So, just 2 questions on George Washington and his farewell address. The next one is the Virginia delegates instructions to the Virginia delegates to the First Continental Congress, and this was to change the British policy. Needed to boycott from Great Britain. For the First Continental Congress there. And also dealt with a lot with representation. Both these both these answers will help you with the reading there. Speech by King George III. Obviously, King George, what was his main goal? He wanted to have complete control. He wanted the Loyalists to agree with him. He wanted... he kind of always believed that the colonists were always going to plan a revolt for the most part. But make sure you just understand that the theme for him was he wanted to have complete control of the colonies and making sure that they were doing things the way he wanted them done. The Virginia Declaration of Rights, this is an excerpt of it. There's 7 different parts to it, and each one you'll pretty much need to use the idea from the reading. Obviously, these guys were very much supporters of the Patriot movement and movement of the Declaration of Independence. But this reading will definitely help you answer all the questions that you need for that one. Alexander Hamilton on slavery and the bank. Alexander Hamilton. Really here, his view was that emancipation and slavery should be granted and be promised to African Americans, and also that the British were recruiting African Americans as soldiers to fight against the colonists during the Revolutionary War. Okay, it's hard to go into a lot of these things because so many of the responses are in the text that you're going to be reading tomorrow. So this is just hopefully give you a quick little review. Okay, and the last one, the Kentucky Resolution, basically just what it was about, where it came from, who it supported manufacturers. Okay, so there you go.